Hello, friends. How are you today? I am so excited to come across your way in this African Development Network. It's been a wonderful series, and I believe that today is going to be another wonderful opportunity to let you know what we're doing. This is African Development Network. African Development Network is a network of professionals, a network of persons from different spheres of influence, those who are in media, those who are in business and economy, those who are in government and politics, those who are in science and technology, medical science, computer science, those who are in engineering, those who are in entertainment, those who are in the religious sector, the ordinary people in society, the academia. It doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you are an African, anywhere you are, all over the world, whether you're from South Africa, East Africa, West Africa, North Africa. If you're living in Africa, fine. If you're not living in Africa, good. All we're doing is to work together to make sure that each and every one of us, our personal visions are synchronized to the corporate vision or the global vision or the continental vision, to make sure that this continent of Africa experiences unusual transformation. A lot of things have actually gone under the waters, but we believe that Africa is coming up again. For more than 56, 57 years now, the continent of Africa, several nations, almost all the nations have gotten their independence, but it all looks as if that we've just actually been stagnated for those 57, 58 years. But we believe that as we work together, as we synchronize with each other, as we tap into each other's potentials, opportunities, a wealth of experiences, we're going to make the African continent very proud. And this is under this platform that we established the African Development Network. For now, African Development Network is being sponsored by iGold Africa. iGold Africa means iGold Africa means Initiative for Good Governance, Leadership and Economic Development, and also spiritually or value-wise is being driven by Faith Leadership Center, and financially is being driven by Leeds Business Network Company Limited. I want us to work together. Just go to the website on www.faithhouseng.org or www.i-goldafrica.com, and we're going to get connected. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you click on the notification that is on your screen, and you also click on the share button and share with your friends, or share to your brothers, your sisters, on anybody that has passion when it has to do with the transformation and the development of the African continent. For a couple of weeks now, I have been talking about the 20 reasons why the African continent has not developed, and 20 things that we must do if we want the African continent to develop faster. There are about 20 things that we must do as Africans if we want the continent to develop, and there are 20 things that have actually stagnated the continent of Africa. Please make sure you get to our YouTube channel for the previous editions, because today I will be talking about the 9th thing. I've talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, you can't afford to miss that video. Make sure you check in on our YouTube channel and get the first 8 editions and the 8 decisions or 8 reasons why the African continent has not experienced transformation and development, and what we need to do as Africans to make sure that this development comes faster, because our generation, our unborn children, are relying on you and I, and we can't afford to fail them. Today, I'll be talking about the 9th one. And this 9th one has to do with the wrong concept of philosophy of leadership. The wrong concept of philosophy of leadership. I believe in what the legend Dr. Miles Monroe said about leadership, that everything rises and falls on leadership. I've come to realize that one of the reasons why the African continent has experienced slow development is because of this wrong philosophy, wrong concept. Philosophy has to do with the way of life, the way of reasoning, the way you see things. And we found out in Africa that there's this wrong concept of leadership that has affected our development. This wrong concept of leadership has actually touched every aspect of our society, be it in the religious sector, whether you are an imam or whether you are a clergy, be it in the educational sector, be it in the political or government sector, in the business and economic sector, in the media, the entertainment sector. People have actually had this misconception about leadership. I've come to realize in my work and in my study in leadership development that leadership is all about service. Leadership is all about disposition, not position. Leadership is all about sacrifice, making yourself available for the betterment of your community, your system, your organization, your family, and your continent, and your world at large. As long as we have still locked up with this misconception that once I am given a leadership position, there's another opportunity for me to make money. This has actually been one of the reasons why the continent has experienced what we call leadership bankruptcy. We find people clamoring for political leadership, especially in Africa, where you find someone, just like in Cameroon, you find that they have had one president for more than 30 years. You can imagine that man that has been the president of Cameroon for more than 30 years. That is crazy. That is wickedness. That is lopsided. No wonder that country with so much resources at our disposal, the Cameroonians have been exploited by this man for more than 30 years. We had such an experience in Nigeria where we had a military president, General Sani Abacha, who died mysteriously, and there was a lot of jubilation. Why? Because someone who was a tyrant has no more powers to control people because death has removed him from the scene. He exploited the system. Recently, there was a publication that he had close to about he looted about $380 million from the National Treasury. This is one of the manifestations of the wrong concept of philosophy of leadership. As long as you and I have embraced this wrong concept of leadership, you're going to loot the National Treasury, you're going to be corrupt, you're going to kill people, you're going to mend the society, you will not be interested in the future, you'll just be interested in what you're going to get out of the system. True leadership is contribution, not exploitation. True leadership is contribution. What can you contribute to your continent? What can you contribute to your society? What can you contribute to your family? Bringing it down also to the family system. That you are a father does not mean that you're going to lord it over everybody. You will need to lead your children. You need to lead your wife. You need to lead your system. You need to make them realize that you are a father by responsibility. Leadership is all about responsibility, not exploitation of the system. This is one of the reasons why we established the African Development Network. We'll find young people, we'll find middle-aged people, we'll find even old people. People are about 78 years, 79 years, and they still want to be president, they still want to be governors, they still want to be senators. This is wrong. I'm not saying that if someone is intelligent at the age of 78, he cannot be the governor, as long as the Constitution prescribes such. But what we're talking about is this. People have been in leadership stream for more than 30 years and they don't have a good pedigree. We shouldn't actually vote for people in Africa because of the money that they have. We should vote for people in our political climate as long as those people have the competence, as long as those people have the character, as long as those people have the pedigree of success, pedigree of integrity, pedigree of competence, pedigree of responsibility in what they have done before now. This is one of the reasons why the African Development Network is committed towards the realization of a new set of leaders. Leaders that have values, leaders of integrity, leaders that are hardworking, leaders that have passion when it has to do with the development of their society. This wrong concept and philosophy of leadership has made our leaders believe that once I am elected into a position, or once I'm elected or appointed to be the chief executive officer of my organization, wow, it's another time to make money. It's another time to steal. We bring people into leadership position Why? Because of they are part of my ethnic inclination, they are part of my religious inclination, just like what we're seeing in Nigeria, where our president, President Muhammad Buhari, has intentionally or surreptitiously pulled people from his ethnic group, people from his religion, into almost 90% of the leadership positions in this nation called Nigeria. No wonder Nigeria has been described as a country that is an autopilot, that is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. A lot of agitations will always arise in every system where this leadership philosophy is negative. People will always agitate. We are tired. There will be a lot of agitations. There will be a lot of crises. Once you begin to manifest, once you begin to exhibit this wrong concept of leadership, no wonder we have divisions. No wonder we have rebellions. No wonder we have all manner of disrespecting systems. Why? Because once people assume the little position that life, God, opportunity, time has made available to them, they lord it over people. They want everybody to obey them. People will not make a decision. Opinion polls will no more be regarded. They find that pressure groups will be frustrated. They create systems, bottleneck systems, that hinder people from making expressions that will transform their environment. We find political office holders who have lived over time with this wrong philosophy, exploiting the workforce. They will not pay salaries. They use government paraphernalia for their personal aggrandizement. They employ people that are their brothers. They employ people that they are kinsmen. They employ people that are close to them. All they want to do is to use their leadership positions to expand wealth, put resources ahead of their children in the first, second, third, and fourth generation. This wrong concept of leadership philosophy has affected the continent of Africa. We are organizing a leadership training. This is August 2020. African Development Network is organizing a 1-month intensive leadership development training for everyone, every African that wants to experience a total turnaround, a paradigm shift from the concept of leadership that we have experienced before now. It's imperative that we begin to rise if we want to secure the future of our continent. It's imperative that all persons involved in leadership positions must make sure that we change our mindset. We need to go through training. We need to overhaul the concepts, the ideas, the philosophies, the belief systems that we've experienced over time. The young people need to wake up. There's something that have gone into our mind that you can buy leadership. Leadership must not be bought. We are not meant to buy leadership. That's why you find in our political systems, as long as elections are around the corner, people have become so obsessed with money that one who brings money, the one that brings money becomes the leader, the one who can spread money, the one who can give bribe. As long as this false leadership philosophy is still installed in your system, you're going to tell lies, you're going to give bribe, you're going to kill people, you're going to take advantage of the people, you're going to make people poor so that once you offer them a little peanut, they can vote for you. You make people intentionally vulnerable. You make people become a victim of circumstances. Once there is this wrong concept of leadership, people will find it difficult to express themselves. Potentials will be hidden. Abilities will be frustrated. This is one of the reasons why the African Leadership Development Network is committed to you as a person. It doesn't matter whether you're a CEO. It doesn't matter whether you're a pastor, whether you are an imam. It doesn't matter whether you're a professor of a university, you're the vice chancellor of a university, you're the chief executive officer of a company, you run an industry, you run a manufacturing firm, you run a law firm, you run your own school. Begin to see people as potential leaders. Begin to see people as people that can actually grow. I have been able to build a system for the past, for more than a decade now. I've come to give people opportunity to express themselves, their leadership abilities. Everyone has the ability to be a leader. Everyone has the potential to grow. All it takes is to have the right leadership concept and philosophy. And once we embrace that, our continent will grow, our companies will grow, our visions will grow, our dreams will expand. Nobody can do it alone. Nobody can transform the continent of Africa. You can't transform that company yourself. That company cannot grow when you work an individualistic mindset. I see you win. I see your company grow. I see your idea blossom. I see everything around you expand when you begin to embrace people around you and give them opportunities to express the giftings and the potentials they have. I see you expand on every side. Let's get connected. Let's work towards making sure that our political system, especially our economic system in this part of the world, in this part of the continent, experiences a paradigm shift. Let's get connected in this African Development Network, and we will see Africa grow. We see Africa wake up, and we see a new set of leaders emerge. And you are the one that will change Africa. You and I, we are the ones that will change our system and change our society. You and your team members are the ones that will change that company, that establishment. That idea will grow, and you will experience unusual transformation. Do have a nice day. God bless you. I remain your brother and your friend, Barrister Ikenna Emmanuel. I'm the international spokesperson of the African Development Network. Please make sure you click on the like buttons and get other notifications once we get a video on our YouTube channel, and make sure that you also click on the share button and share to your friends, your brothers, your colleagues at workplace, your president, your senator. And we're on the move to make sure that Africa experiences transformation. Have a nice day. Till I see you next time.